Can you build a raft that is as comfortable as a Cadillac and as rowdy as a Rubicon? One man tried. We're here to show you why the J-Rig is the best raft in the Grand Canyon. The J-Rig is designed in a way that takes advantage of the ride that you get when you're coming up and over waves. From the back of the boat, you can see everybody up there in front of you. You come up over the wave as it crashes through the boat, and then you're coming down the backside. As the J-Rig comes over the wave, the whole boat flexes up and down, so that you feel the whole impact of the wave, the size of the wave. You feel it roll through the boat. One of the great things about the J-Rig is the variety of seating options that you have. You've got the front, the wild and wet seats, the Bronco seats up front. Then you've got the buckboards on top of the coolers. And then further back, you've got the chicken coop if you're feeling a little more timid about the big whitewater waves. On the front seats of the J-Rig, when you're down on the tubes, it's a wet and wild ride. You need a good front and back handhold to keep yourself on board. You're gonna be down with your chest down against the rubber. You gotta get down so that those waves go over you. You definitely get the full throttle of the water. Up on the buckboards or the cooler seats, you get a view of everything. You see the wave coming in and crashing over, and a lot of times it'll crash onto you, even up there on the coolers. It's definitely a bucking ride, but it's not as impactful. You're not taking the full brunt of the waves. You're feeling them crash onto your legs and even sometimes crashing up onto your face and things like that, but you're not taking an impact from the waves. It's a favorite among many. It's a great spot to be. Behind the coolers, you've got the chicken coop, and it's the middle of the boat, the center of mass for everything. The frame is right there, so there's not a lot of flexing going on. If you're a first timer, you haven't been whitewater rafting before, you might want to start out in the back of the boat. It's kind of like sitting in the middle of the roller coaster. Instead of the front seat of the roller coaster or the back seat of the roller coaster where it really whips, you're choosing the middle because it's the ride, but it's a more mellow part of the ride. His name was Jack Curry. In 1961, started Western River Expeditions. He was inspired by Georgie White. She was famous in the rafting world as a pioneer of commercial river rafting. She wanted the trips to be for everyone, and Jack wanted the same thing. She had been building boats out of just oval surplus tubes that were left over from World War II, and oval was the way to go, but Jack found this boxcar full of straight tubes. There's more story and history to that, how it came about by accident, but suffice it to say that he had a trip coming. He had to make these straight tubes work. They put some frames on it, and it seemed to work pretty well. Lots of innovation over time made it what it is today, and it's exclusive to Western River Expeditions. It's what we use for these big flagship cruises that we do down here on the Grand Canyon. There's no reason that you need to avoid coming on a big whitewater trip like the Grand Canyon because you have so many choices to make the ride a little bit less wild. The size of the boat really makes a difference and is very helpful in helping you feel a little more secure. The J-Rig is also one of the only boats on the whole Colorado River that you can face forward, looking down at the whole canyon and looking at the waves that you're going into, so you actually get a view of what's coming. On the J-Rig, it's so big that in between rapids you can get up, walk around, go get a drink, socialize with somebody in the back of the boat, then go to the front of the boat, socialize up there. It's built for fun. It's built for relaxation. You just kind of drift along and watch the canyon walls move. It's just a great, great ride. So that's the J-Rig. I hope you can see why it's a fun raft to ride on, the best one in the Grand Canyon.